Hi friends, welcome back to the Destination Baby and Kids YouTube channel. This is Gina. I'm thrilled to be here with you this morning to go over the NUNAPAAL Playard, which is brand new from NUNA, versus the NUNA SENA AIRE Playard. And we're going to talk about the differences. We're going to show you folding and unfolding, go over the weights, the heights, all of that kind of stuff, and what makes one maybe a better choice for you versus another, just the differences. All right, let's launch right into it. So I've got both of the products set up here for my viewing audience. So this one on my right that I'm lifting up right now, and this guy's gonna be about 23 pounds, that is the NUNA SENA AIRE. And then on my left, I have brand new from NUNA, lighter weight, NUNAPAAL Playard. So both of these are gonna be suitable from birth up through 35 inches tall, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, birth through 35 inches tall, 30 pounds. They're both gonna have a bassinet mode, which we'll show you. That'll work from birth through to 15 pounds or approximately 5 months. And they both come in a variety of colors. So what's gonna make them different? Well, as you can see, SENA AIRE, as it's folded, is a taller product than PAAL. They both take up, I would say, a reasonable amount of space, but for sure the NUNAPAAL is more travel oriented than the SENA AIRE. That doesn't mean that you couldn't travel with the SENA AIRE. It just means that if the product were to be used for repeated traveling, there would be some advantages to the PAAL just right off the bat. So the first thing that I would point out to anybody who would maybe be using this for traveling is that PAAL has a thicker denier nylon bag included in the purchase price. So PAAL is going to be priced at $300. SENA AIRE is going to be $350. So we'll get into why it's a little bit more expensive. SENA AIRE, I feel, is a fancier product, a little bit more high-end with some extra additional kind of bells and whistles features. PAAL is going to be more direct, straightforward, definitely, like I said, more travel-minded or with a parent on the go in mind. And so when I say that, one of my biggest gripes with SENA AIRE is the travel bag that it comes with. I hate it. It's just kind of like a skinnier nylon for one thing, which isn't my favorite thing. I wish it were a little thicker. And then additionally, the way that it goes around the product is not necessarily the easiest. You do have to slide it on and over and around like a glove. Again, not the end of the world, but certainly not my favorite, especially if I were in a hurry. Doing this takes a minute and it takes patience and you have to sort of line it up perfectly. Now, when PAAL came, I was very excited because PAAL has a much better bag opening where it's a zipper all the way around coming down to either the top or the bottom of the product and unzipping in a much more useful way for the consumer that's on the go, maybe not giving themselves enough time to do these kind of things in a hurry. The travel bag, just the way that it operates, is going to be better. So I do like that. Now, when we get into the open size, you're gonna notice that the SENA AIRE is going to be a larger play space for a baby. Not tremendously larger, but definitely a little bit bigger. The other thing that I thought was interesting in terms of the mattresses being different, the way that they surround the product is a little bit different. So your SENA AIRE mattress has 4 separate ways to fold. And SENA AIRE mattress also interestingly has 2 joints. So you see there's 4 separate panels here on the mattress, and then I'm able to kind of fold it in either direction because this joint, it has a dual hinge, so it can fold either way. If you go to the PAAL, it is 3 panels, and it isn't a dual hinge joint. It's just going to hinge in one direction. That sort of makes the appearance of a flatter sleep surface. Additionally here, if you'll notice, if I open this up, The mattress is, of course, perforated, fully breathable on both models. But we've got one zipper here, and when I pull the mattress out, it's all connected. So all the pieces are connected, and there aren't individual pockets that they slide into. It's just one giant pocket for the mattress to slide in, and then you would re-zip it. So it is cleanable. But the point of this is that this style of mattress is going to be more cost effective than doing a mattress like this, where you have 4 separate pieces, and they're not even connected. The hinge joint is here, the sewn part on the softer part of the mattress. So we've got individualized pieces. This for cleaning maybe is easier. These pieces are numbered numerically, and then the interior of the mattress has the little tags. If you watch my video on it, it does kind of go over that. But the point of this being is if you take anything out to clean it, it's all gonna be easy to put back in the perfect spot. But as you can see, the mattress here, just more parts, pieces, individual separatable pockets, all of that money, a little bit more expensive, makes the product slightly heavier. So additionally, without question, SENAAIRE is easier to open. And I do have arthritis in my right hand, which is my dominant hand. It's very irritating, but this guy is easy to open. All I have to do is press on the centerpiece till it clicks, and now the product is open. And as you can see here, on the interior, there's a zippered piece with mattress support. That is for bassinet mode, and that comes zipped in, ready to go out of the box. Of course, you're still gonna get your mattress that'll go directly onto there, and there is the organic cotton sheet, which is included in the purchase price of the $350. So both of these products have, and I'm not gonna put them on, 'cause I'm too lazy, but they have the organic sheeting. That's included in the purchase price. So you don't have to buy that. And that is specific to the size of this mattress that's in here. Now, when I open PAAL, it's certainly not difficult, and I've gotten better at it over the few times that I've done it since yesterday, but there is one piece on the side. You pull it up, it just clicks in. That's the easiest way for me to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it just with my hands, unfortunately. I'm not strong enough, plus with my arthritis makes it difficult. But this guy also has bassinet mattress support, but you'll see it's just netting with the zipper around. So there isn't any like metal mattress support here for bassinet mode. I don't find that to be problematic, but the higher level of support and the greater level of heft on this, plus additionally, when this is open up, the lower level doesn't sit on the floor. It creates a false floor. So your lower level Playard on your SENAAIRE is elevated, warmer, theoretically more comfortable, but definitely warmer, stays cooler. Being raised up off the floor, definitely a nice feature that you get on SENAAIRE that you do not get on PAAL. So again, PAAL would come with that same sheet that you saw the other guy came with, and we would go ahead and throw it directly in here. And both of these guys now have bassinet mode engaged. The other great thing about both of these is that when I want to fold either of them to travel or to put away, I don't have to remove the bassinet foundation in order to do that. If you watch my video about the UPPAbaby Remy, it's my biggest gripe on that thing is that if I want to fold it, I have to take the idiot bassinet piece out. And again, that's a short-lived deal, but it's from birth to 5 months, you're 15 pounds. So 5 months of removing something and then putting it back on every time is a little irritating. Both of these to fold up, single hand fold. So they fold, and then you just collapse them. The mattress goes around like we saw before. This guy to fold it, you start by pressing the release, and then you pull from the center tab. So they both fold up super easily. I will go ahead and remove the bassinet pieces. Ooh, can I do it in the right way? Yay! Okay, so it gets easier over time. The first time I did that, it was actually kind of tight. These subsequent times that I've done it, it's been getting easier and easier, so that's very good news. I don't like something that's too difficult. I will say removing the bassinet component from the PAAL, super fast and easy. SENAAIRE, because, now this is again, it's more luxurious, right? So when I remove the bassinet component from SENAAIRE, there's a lip of fabric around the top. It's not the end of the world, plus there's Velcro, just so that the baby, not even that the baby, it's just so that the person who bought it doesn't have to see the zipper seam. It just creates, removing the bassinet piece takes a little more time. It is a little fussier, but again, better looking, fancier, probably a nicer option for in-home all the time than PAAL, but they're both so nice. It's hard to specifically say one's horrible or one's great. They're both awesome, just price point differences. Woo. And as I said, this is not something you're doing every day, but it does remove. Takes longer. It's all that Velcro. And then as I said before, this bassinet foundation has actual metal pieces. The other guy is just gonna sit directly in there. So now we've got Playard mode for both. We'll put our mattresses back directly in. And this is where you'll notice some more of those differences we were talking about. So SENAAIRE has the mattress raised up off the floor. There is a false floor created by the Playard mode here, so that when the child is standing in it or laying in it in SENAAIRE, they're on a floor, but it's not the actual floor. If we look at PAAL, the lower piece, the mesh, sits directly on the floor. So keep in mind, you know, you could put it on a rug surface or something maybe warmer or insulated. We would definitely recommend that versus just on a chilly hard floor. And then our mattress is gonna go directly in there. And of course, in both of these cases, we would have the sheeting on it, but I'm not gonna put it on right now because my audience is certainly bright enough to understand what a sheet looks like. Now, this is sort of set up for Playard mode. This would be good for up to 3 years. As you can see, PAAL is just a little bit smaller than SENAAIRE, not much. Open dimensions in SENAAIRE are 43.1 long by 30 wide by 29 inches high. Open on PAAL are 40 long, 26 wide, 28.5 high. Folded for PAAL, 13 long, 11 wide, 28.5 high. Folded for SENAAIRE, 11 long, 13 wide, and 31.5 high. So just the differences there. Now what I will say is that, and this is getting back to SENAAIRE being a fancier option, the color that I'm showing here, gray, you can't actually buy it without buying it including a changing tray. So PAAL does not offer an additional changing tray, but PAAL includes, which is kind of cool, and again, more travel-minded in my opinion, PAAL includes an insect net that goes on the top of the Playard. So I'm from Minnesota. I don't live there now, but if I went home, you better believe I would bring this mosquito net topper and use it because, oh my goodness, how horrifying that would be to get eaten up by mosquitoes this time of year, or really any kind of insect, or just additional coverage. You've got that with PAAL. SENAAIRE currently, I don't think they even have an option for that, but I would have to double check. Now, this is the changer unit that's included when you buy SENAAIRE with the changer. They used to sell this as a separate accessory. Now it's only included when you buy the product up front. They assign a value of about $50 to it. So it goes from being $350 to $400, but you just slide it on and it will go, and it'll hold a baby for changing purposes up to a year old, which is great, up to 24 pounds. You can change them directly on here. And of course, relatively easy removal. This will not fit in a storage bag that's included, but if you did want, you know, for home or for grandma's house or something like that, really is a nice solution. So again, biggest differences are gonna be SENAAIRE. Oh, one more difference. How could I forget? This is so exciting. On the side of PAAL, for older kids that are playing, or for caregivers, maybe it makes more sense for accessibility, we have the opening on the side. SENAAIRE does not come with any side access opening. It's just accessible from the top. For my nephews, this is probably better just to keep them caged. I love you boys, but seriously. For this one, PAAL, really a nice feature. If you want, it's easier maybe for a caregiver to take them in and out or to play with them. You have that feature with PAAL where you don't get it with SENAAIRE. So again, like I said, SENAAIRE, more traditional, heavier, clocking in at about 23 pounds for if you wanted to travel with it. Travel bag is more annoying to put around it. The opening and closing here is a little bit easier, but again, heavier, more pieces, a little fancier. Color choices, black, gray, tan, so you've got a few different color choices here. PAAL only comes in black, only comes in gray, so 2 color choices, includes the mosquito netting, a little bit less fancy, no option for a changer, but it does include the better, heavier denier nylon travel bag, so we do love that. Again, price point $300 versus $350 or $400 with changer. And I would love for NUNA to make travel boarding pass bags for either one of these to sell separately. If I were to gate check either one of these, I think we'd be okay, but if I did want to put through luggage carousel, NUNA, make the bag. We'll buy it. Your customers love travel bags, and your boarding pass program is incredible. So that would be one thing that I just wish that either one of them would offer. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Please feel free to hit like, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to buy either one of these products, you can head over to my website, destinationbabykids.com. Feel free to purchase either. Go directly on there. Leave us a note. We would love to hear from you, our viewers. And then watch my video on the Remy if you want to. SENAAIRE, PAAL on its own for a deeper dive. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you in our next video.